There's never been a better time than now to stop what you're doing and tune in to Straight Up, TAB Radio's weekly podcast that will guide you through the difficult journey that is the punt. Whether it be racing or sport, the Straight Up team has your back. Now, from the studios of TAB Radio, welcome to Straight Up.
Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise. Get him, Jay.
One last time for the Mundaring and for TAB Currumbine. We've brought the boy back for... Where's he been, Riles? Where have you been hiding, champ?
Here, there and everywhere, Mart. Here, there and everywhere. But good to be back in the chair.
It's great to have you back too.
Good to be back
Rusty
in the
Collette,
chair.
he survived lunch on... When was that? Tuesday?
Only just, though, but...
Hang on, what's going on over there?
Hang on. We just need...
I've got him up. I can't get him up anymore. All right, McGinnity, how you all going?
Might be the old faulty
towers.
That's
I won't be taking that one with me on the way out after this afternoon.
that's
I'll be
revenge.
grabbing another one.
Revenge for not getting the invite to the lunch.
It was a good lunch.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Short, sharp, but good.
Short and sharp.
And we'll see if Rusty's number 2
Your haircut's looking very short and sharp at the moment, Mark.
Well, I knew we were going to be out of fun soon, so I said you better go as hard as you can. How you going up there, Russ? No, he's in trouble.
Oh, jeepers.
He's in trouble. We'll get back to
there
that.
might be a docking issue there.
We'll work this out. We'll get
Stay with us, putters. It was working before when we did the mic check, but obviously we've had a technical issue in between. So we've got the lads. Good to have you back, Ross.
Level 5 have come down and cut him off already.
Yeah, they were worried about what he was going to say.
Not today, Russ.
Give one of those Collette bookmaking vouchers away. Hey, McGinnity, massive day out there on Saturday.
Isn't it one of the spine-tingling meetings of the year?
Yep.
Sure is, Mart.
Have you finished your form, Riles?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. McGinnity?
Very excited.
Done?
You'd hope so.
Well, not really. And Rusty's got one to go, he said, by the look of things. So we're off to Ipswich. We'll be back and sort Russell out next. 19 minutes past 3 o'clock. You are listening to Straight Up, and Rusty Collette, once he puts his mic on, I reckon he's going to join us.
Oh, I'm here. How are you? Finally. Good to be with you, boys. Great to have Rylie back.
Fantastic.
We're losing a bit of the magic there off 7 Plus, but we've got it in the room with us here, and if you were here, you'd see exactly what we mean.
We did. There's a bit of talk about that earlier on, this matchup, this Thursday matchup, the punt, and already that text line's gone crazy. We'll get to it in a minute, but they're not too sure about the matchup.
No. It's just, like I said, it's like brother and sister, and then other times just like Young and the Restless, and I'll tell you which one it is. When the champ's there with the 3Ds on, you know exactly what you're getting. It's Charisma Plus.
3Ds.
7, 8, 13 and 10, those numbers at Ipswich. Deep Dawn was 4th. She's paid $4.60, and Son of BB was 4th. 7, 8, 13 and 10. I should have said Deep Dawn was 3rd. So, McGinnity, and we were talking about how good a day first day of the Pinnacles looks on paper. What are your thoughts, Russ?
Yeah, it's a cracking race day. If you love races, this is it. There's right through to the last race. How good, very good programming, by the way, to Perth Racing. Hats off to them. They have the RJ Peters, I think, is the last race to have the major race there. And everyone will be standing back in anticipation to see if the Cosmic Crusader can get the free ticket into the railway, or whether maybe one of the mayors or someone else might do the exact same thing with that free ticket on available, the golden pass into the railway the week later.
Neville's keen to get into the railway. He's only got 5 in.
Yeah, he got plenty in it.
Is he blocking a couple out, or do they got a full field or not?
No, only 11 starters.
No, he's not blocking.
Good field, though.
He must think they have
Really
all a
good
chance. Field. Yeah. Always good to go to a railway stakes function, isn't it? Neville. Joker's Green. What about him, the champ? We're going to go out and have a look at Joker's. Promise Bernie.
Yeah, how good was
It's
Osprey?
flushed me out.
But don't play games with us.
We're going out there to
Don't.
have a look.
Don't play games.
Might only be for one.
Will the Emeralds be on?
No, the Emeralds are gone. I busted them. My ass got a bit too big.
Split them.
Yeah,
I remember
split.
that.
Oh, no. That was here.
Split them. Put a bit of weight around the Tier 1 on them.
Yeah, you did.
They don't make them like they used to. 0427 789
That wasn't a racing incident, was it not?
No. But I do want to have I promised Bernie, and he wants me to come out there and he said the champ's going to look really good there on Saturday.
He looked fantastic first up. Just monstered him. He's bigger, stronger.
Darker.
Yeah, and if he's faster, whoa, watch out.
Mart gave about a 30-minute spiel on Racing Rewind about his stride length, Rusty. If
Incredible.
you want to go back and
Yeah.
have a listen to that. It was a bit like Richie Bell with B-Bardo's tail.
And
was
we did get the all-on red
extensive.
beat, mate, with the 3/8s.
Yes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you're very good at that, Rusty.
There you go.
The second of them, the Juggle Mist Classic, and this is always an open race, the first of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bigger field, 1,200 metres.
Yep.
Quality lineup.
Yeah, I love the Fillies and Mares series. It's always good racing.
The
Always good racing.
WA champion filly. So we will talk to Dan Pearce, Talk and Co. $2.40. Just initial thoughts there about this filly.
Short.
Say it, Rusty. Say it.
At that price for me.
Weights, set weights. The best horse usually wins.
Was there a cloud over playing at Sweet start of the week or something? Adam Durant said.
Has to be.
Right.
Was
Why does it have to be? What's happened here?
I think
There
there
was
has
a
since been a
paddock mishap.
media release about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
follow up on that.
Okay, I missed that.
yeah, she
Was I at lunch that day?
pulled, a
could
bit,
well
pulled a
have
bit
been.
of bark off at the stable.
Oh.
And
that's
was
not
covered in bandages a bit earlier in the week, but
Okay.
from all reports, all good to go. And hasn't missed any work. So.
Okay. Luana Miss, we spoke to Trevor Andrews yesterday. Are you surprised she's that short?
No.
No?
I am a touch.
Snitzalati, since we've spoken to Trevor's drifted.
What do you have to say?
Seems friendless at this stage.
No, he
Snitzalati.
sounded pretty well happy with... It couldn't be going any better, the prep. Joe took the filly for a spin on Tuesday just to open up the win and felt enormous.
I think what helped a few punters who do like them at the shorts is when you have a horse like Twisted Steel and Yes Queen drawing so wide,
Yep.
just
Yeah.
making things so much harder for them. All of a sudden, with all due respect to many of these runners, the field develops a bit of a tail and it almost becomes,
Could it be a filly's trifecta in the Placid Arc?
Could be. Absolutely. For me, it was a case of if you swap the barriers, and this is what we've been presented with, but Twisted Steel was the one for me. And you get a scenario where he draws a lovely gate and Luana Miss draws a bit wider, potentially out where he's drawn now, and you sort of think, oh, hang on, there's a bit in this race. But, gee, I really struggled to come at anything with any vigour to get her beat, unless she encounters bad luck in that race on the weekend, Rusty, which happens, as we know.
We're going to find out more about Sherpa Express when we get the Pierce boys on, because Willie Pike must be very impressed with that trial. He's taken the ride, and the trial looked very, very, very good.
Certainly did. I like the aggressive placement first up into a Placid Arc, if you don't mind.
Yeah, and what happened with Rostislav? We're all sort of half picking it the other week, but let us down.
Would have been interesting to have seen Hot and High in this race had she gone to this Placid Arc instead of that race midweek on Wednesday. She would have got a start, I think, if she'd nominated for it.
And where's she going to head? Straight to the Guineas?
Well, she holds a nomination.
No,
I
it's
think.
going to the Lastia.
Lastia, okay.
1400, yeah.
Yep.
Would you still throw in a nom, have a look, maybe? Or throw in a...
Pretty valuable filly.
Gee, throw up some added X factor to an already incredible race that it's building up to be next weekend.
No, the Carnival's just looking superb. The Pinnacles is... it's going to be something to behold the next 5 weeks. I think you can still get a ticket for the entire 5 meetings for $90.
How good is that? Brock Nellings from Perth Racing. He's their racing manager. He joins us right now. G'day, Brock. Thanks for coming on.
No worries. Good afternoon, boys.
Good afternoon, Brock.
Big team here. You got Rylie Morgan and also Rusty Collette First off, let's talk about how this track is going to look on Saturday.
Yeah, really good conditions for us. We've had a warm week, so the boys have been working really hard and keeping the moisture up. We've put 82 mil of irrigation on this week, which has been our biggest week so far this spring, and track's looking in really good order. We've gone with a soft 5 today, put on 15 mil of irrigation yesterday, so a lot of moisture in the track. A nice cooler day tomorrow, 24 degrees. Looking at 25 degrees Saturday, so perfect conditions.
Okay, rail goes out to 3 metres from the true.
Yeah, probably our one of our better pads that we really like. We feel like that we've put a fair bit of work in that true pad, but still a bit of improvement to go. So we really like from 3 metres out to 10 for our Saturday meetings, and 3's in really good order. I haven't been on there for 4 or 5 weeks, and it's unmarked. A little bit of marking outside of about 10 metres from the Melbourne Cup day, but that won't be in play. Really good conditions weather-wise. We're not forecast for that easterly in the morning, so it'll be that southerly breeze as the day gets started, and that normal southwesterly Fremantle Doctor will come in the afternoon, and that's our best wind conditions for fair racing at Ascot, so really looking forward to that.
Well, there you go. Answered the question that I was going to ask for me, Brock, and you'd be on the money with the summation that it is historically one of the fairest pads when the rail does go to that 3 metre position. There doesn't appear to be any inkling of an easterly in sight, and that southwesterly will be blowing through the afternoon. So you would expect that it's going to make for some very fair racing on day one of the Pinnacles.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it's a great pad at 3, just covering that inside. There was a little bit of marking from that, which we cover with the rail going out to 3. It's always been part of the plan to land here first day of the Pinnacles. We'll gradually go out over the next 3 or 4 weeks and be back in the inside some stage towards the back end of the Pinnacles. But yeah, really good conditions, 25 degrees, not too much wind to speak of, so just a really, really, really nice day to be out at Ascot.
Do you think the wind conditions potentially affected some of the times and figures that they were running last weekend, Brock, because the track was playing extremely quick?
Yeah, it did. It's something we really took a close look at during and post meeting, and took some feedback from around that. As we saw during the day, the times actually got slower when the better races were run. So you look at those wind conditions. They had the breeze to their back, perfect temperature, and it was just really conducive to run really quick times. And so definitely played its part. And when the breeze did swing, it did affect the last second half of the card, and we're pleased that we're not forecast for that easterly this week.
And as we head into the Pinnacles, Brock, there's no sign of rain in the middle or even the far distant 14-day forecast. It looks like it's just going to be very much dry, plenty of warmth, which is what you were looking for the track, and some mild days around the 25 mark. Yeah,
definitely. It's just what we've been crying out for, is that consistent warmer weather. 25 plus is perfect for the Kikuyu to get going. There's a couple of forecasts suggesting there's a little bit around towards the back end of next week, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that, both for us and the Ashes kicking off. I'm sure the team at the stadium will be keeping a close eye on that. But yeah, fingers crossed that this perfect weather over the next 3 or 4 days can continue for the next 3 or 4 weeks.
So it should line up beautifully for Railway Stakes Day next Saturday. What have we got? Hot dub machines? We're going to be going off after the last. I'm into it.
Yeah, we there?
Yeah, we're dubbing it.
Love it.
Yeah, no, and it's been really well supported so far. A lot of the pre-sales and the GAs are going really well with those guys going to be out here on course, and Tentland will turn into the place to be during and post-race meeting for those guys to really keep the crowd going after the last.
Okay, Brock, all importantly, how's it going to play Saturday? Where do we need to be throughout the day in the run?
Like we said earlier on, it's just the perfect conditions. So you might want to keep an eye on the wind as it picks up during the day. You might see a few of the runners looking for a bit more cover and making their run later on in the day. If that sea breeze does pick up too much, you might find that they try and hold that cover a bit and face the breeze a little bit later in their run. But all in all, no excuses for us this Saturday with the perfect conditions all round for most of the day.
Okay, Brock, we'll tune in again on Saturday morning for a final time, and all the best for the Pinnacles.
Thanks, guys.
There is Brock Nealing. Now we've got the phone back. Guess who the phone's for?
Who?
Welcome to Straight Up. To have your say, send in a text on 0427 789 571. The best texter on today's show will win a $100 voucher to be redeemed at the magnificent Mundaring Hotel, the heart of the hills since 1899. Go to mundaringhotel.com.au.
Jared from Scarborough's opened up with a beauty. Obviously, the anthrax I sent in the mail never arrived, seeing as you're back for another send-off, Johnny Farnham style. We knew we'd get you. Nice to see Riley's chimed back in for a vinegar stroke.
It is the tour.
That is Jared from Scarborough. He is a ripper. Afternoon, chumps. Great to see you, Rusty and McGinnity, at the races Saturday. God only knows what Mart was up to. Endless possibilities. Unsure how many radios safe. Joker into Talk and Co for me this weekend. That's a pretty smart sort of a double, isn't it?
I think so.
Zach?
Into Dougal. Make it a treble.
Doogie. I've produced him. He's in good.
You've produced him.
He's ready for the Pinnacles.
I might have him a little bit chubby for his first up run. I think he can improve with it. Another one, Pete from Maylands. Hi, lads. Time to let the cat out of the bag. Now it's the last show. When doing your form, what constitutes a black mark against a horse, and what other things gives them tick of approval? Example, second up at 1400, cross. Third up over a mile, tick. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you on the airwaves. I hope you're having a beer while you're doing the last show. And best wishes, Pete from Maylands. So
good on you, Pete.
Let's grab one from each, a positive and a negative.
Black mark, Mart being in the ownership.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. I have struck again. I have struck again.
My biggest red flag would be gear changes and pads. Pads is a red flag. Yeah. As a boost. A horse trying blinkers or trying headgear for the first time, many starts in its career, is always a very good positive sign.
Yeah, not one that's really overly relative to the period we're in right now, but I'm really not a big fan of first up heavy track or really rain-affected surface.
First up?
Yeah.
You don't want to be on them second up?
No, I'd rather be on them second up once they've had that run.
Oh, okay, so you're not worrying about it affecting them second up?
No, I'm worried about them horses that are well backed or have trialled well leading into their return who strike a really wet deck. That's a bit of a cross for me, generally.
I like it a lot, and I agree. I'll go for one from a sort of a taking on perspective. I don't, as much as I'm sure every trainer in the world would argue with me, I don't like it when a horse is winning and there's a gear change. Even if they're doing things wrong, I always look at that as a bit of a negative and a bit of a reason to take the horse on.
Yeah, I like it.
Not bad.
And I like a 7-day backup. Or even a 4-day backup when you can get
a
them.
backup, double greens.
They will
absolutely. So that's how we go our ticks and crosses. And when we say ticks a lot of boxes, there's some of the ideas to be looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm in the overrated camp. Sorry, Rusty. I think a little bit overplayed for mine.
What, the backups?
The backup, yeah.
Oh, no.
It gives the trainers less time for error. Right?
Don't say that.
It does.
I know, but no, I do like it.
The best trainers will tell you that.
Yeah. No, some horses are just, when they're peaking,
I just think it's a bit overplayed, how positive it is.
No, the double greens stood the test of time. We'll take you on with that one. Bunbury race number 4. We're heading down there. Guess what it is? The Bunbury Volkswagen Maiden over the 1,400 metres. Let's go down to Darren.
The Wagen.
Got a triple deck, but when you young, what the fuck you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Goddamn your man.
Let's get it back on deck here because this is where it's all going to happen. All the winners are coming out of this show and this show only. The Oban Group Handicap, and it's over the 1,200 metres. Time to go at 11:59. And Bayzit is 31. Tycoon Harry, 9 to 750. Cedrima Lot is 17. Out goes the Calabrese. Thermostat lad is $6. Thermosphere lad, Lady Boss, 6 in the 380. But scratchings apply here. Wicked Venom's 19. Gold Flakes 26. Divine Inanna 41. Colossal 71. Heater Wood is 9. Dubai's Daughter is 12. Reconnaissance at 440 from 7. And Trespassing is 26.
Enormous deductions with the scratching of the
How much,
Calabrese.
mate?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It was out before.
Came out about 10 minutes after acceptances.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
You meerkats, are you?
Hey, thanks for noticing, Rusty. It's about time you paid attention to something.
Mate.
It's the only thing he can pay at the moment. Things have been tough for Russell.
Well,
4 of his businesses have gone bad in the last 2 weeks.
yeah.
Oh, if only that was true.
Luckily, the property market's strong. Between him and Goss, they're selling every house. Oh, Lady Boss. 450 at the $6. 500 at the $5. 500 at the $4.80.
Wow.
500 at the $3.90. 300 at the $3.90. Wicked Venom. 500 at the $19. Reconnaissance, 300 at the $4.40. So a bit of markets merging there with Reconnaissance.
Not that
real
again.
big early money. Bit of the MM.
Okay.
And Dubai's Daughter, a couple hundred there at the $12.
Anything for Tycoon Harry?
No.
Okay. Market's merging.
Well, it opened $7. Now it's $7.50.
Yeah, I know.
Mark.
Okay.
Right.
Very good.
Well spotted, Ross.
Let's have a look at this.
Friendless.
Thermosphere will cut across from 11. Lady Boss kicks up from 6. Going with it is Tycoon Harry from 8. And Gold Flakes from Barrier 1, along with Dubai's Daughter in 3. So there's going to be interesting to see how they all work this out going forward.
How did you see it? Dubai's leading?
I agree with sort of what Mart said. Depending on how Bayesian jumps. But went so well. Has gone well its last couple leading, hasn't it, Dubai's Daughter? So, yeah, absolutely. And maybe Thermosphere hoping to tuck in just behind him if things go to plan.
Yep.
Tycoon Harry very handy as well, possibly. But
Even though he's friendless.
They may be a touch more negative at the 1200.
Rylie, you or me?
You can take it away, Rusty.
All right. Lady Boss is going to be the big question mark. We're going to ask the PS boys about how well this horse is going. 3 from 17, but it's been racing in really good company over there in Sydney. The 3 wins, I think.
Has it?
Well, not bad. But not bad company. And running places, running plenty of them. Trial had no blinkers. It was 3 wide, no cover. It was an excellent trial. It won it and beat Mount Shirataku in a bobber. But a good trial. 3 wide, no cover. Blinkers adding to the race day gear. William Pike aboard. I have it that they paid $95,000 for this in September of this year, so just last month. So it's arrived here and is pretty much going to the races. Good fields down the bottom here. I was really taken by the win. It was only a Bunbury maiden win, but boy, it was impressive. Reconnaissance, D-Mac and Lucy Fiore. Lucy taking over for Jessica Velas. It's a horse that'll sit on pace and it might just get a really good transit here. I have it sort of matching up just behind the leaders and maybe in the 1 out, 1 back. If it is there, dropping 3 kilos, the way it finished at Bunbury under very little urging, it can and probably has got a lot of ability and very well bred. So there you go. I'm going that way. I just want to see Lady Boss in the reel before I make any great decisions there.
Will you go out the back and have a look?
I'll go down the front and have a look.
Front, okay. You're not sort of...
I can't get out the back. It's just too much time away.
Right.
I can sneak out the front, Mart.
I like when you go out the back and have a real good look at them.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't been out there for a while. I know, I haven't been out there.
Okay.
Just time, mate, is the killer.
Yeah, okay.
We're running on about 8 meetings out there. So it's like every 5 minutes there's a race meeting. So it's hard to get out. Thermosphere lad, very, very good the other day. Good race, good opener. I'm sticking with the Bunbury maiden winner to make it to one end.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rusty. I'm with you. I'm happy to get involved in race 1. I'm going to have a back and save. Only 2 horses I wanted to be on in the opener in Reconnaissance and Lady Boss. So I'm going to make Reconnaissance the result and chop out on our current favourite in the market in Lady Boss. I just think he looks a nice animal of what we've seen to date. Reconnaissance, he's really impressed me. Won very well last start, smashed the clock, gets in here. As the upside, 54 kilos, maps perfectly from the barrier under Lucy Fiore. And in recent weeks, we've seen some very impressive maiden winners step straight into graduation company and get the job done. You think of Nikiana's been able to do it over the last couple of weeks as well. And he looks like one who, at a very similar ability level, could do so too. So he's the way I'm going. Reconnaissance. I'll be saving on Lady Boss, who I think it's a good push in itself that Pike has hopped off Heatherwood to ride her at her first run in WA, given Heatherwood's going super in his own right for Luke Fernie. Trial was good. Form around her runs in Sydney is good. And while she hasn't won on a good track in her career to date, did go back and watch a couple of her replays on those dry tracks, and she's certainly run some very good races on dry going. So I wouldn't be knocking her on that. Off her runs in Sydney, no superstar, but could be right place, right time, which is always good when you have William Pike in the saddle. So back and save for me.
Good old back and save. Nice to have you back, Riles. We haven't had a back and save for a while. How long since you've been on the program? A month? Month between back and saves?
Yeah, about a month, I think. 3 weeks.
On to race number 2, the Drummond Golf Handicap.
Brad, have a thought?
Brad. Sorry, Brad. Sorry.
Champion.
Wow.
See, the 4-way. Gets tricky.
They do. The logistics get tough.
Called the squeeze.
Always has. The 4-way's never been an easy one to pull off. The 3-way always seems to be able to get to the line.
They call it the Devil's Quartet.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Sorry.
Especially in a sedan. Keep going.
So, just taking on just a touch Reconnaissance and Lady Boss Reconnaissance out of a nice maiden win, but... nice maiden win, but just had a little bit bigger. And Lady Boss, not sure about that Sydney form. I don't have my head over it in general, but a lot of wet track performances, and I think it's had 10 starts this year. And I sort of think maybe it was in the sale for a reason.
Well, it looks like Neville bred it.
Sold it,
brought it back.
For breeding purposes, maybe, and seeing if they can get a race in the meantime.
I text Nev for an update, and he rang me back.
Okay.
Just then.
Yeah. We'll find out from the boys.
And
we'll speak to the pieces.
so for me, I will probably have a little something on a couple that I think are nice prices that will be right there in the finish in Thermosphere Lad and Heatherwood. I'll have a couple on both of those.
Yeah, Heatherwood, just the map gets me. Losing Pike and drawing 14 makes it very, very difficult for it. And the other one, the other two that don't really map that well, I think, is Thermosphere Lad and also Tycoon Harry. I can see them having a few issues and maybe getting caught wide.
Yeah, if Thermosphere Lad can get around all those speed horses drawn underneath him and win, then too good Kesh, too good Angie.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Does it have to get around him, Rylie?
Probably not, Brad, but
I think
that's his best chance of winning.
Pretty sure it was 3 wide, no cover 2 starts ago as well.
Yep.
And Tyre from midfield and made an early run, so it can do work.
Oh, he can do it for sure, but if he wins this race on the weekend, too good for me.
Yeah, me too.
One of the things we really don't want to do today, lads, is get bogged down with these early ones and then get to races 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and have about a minute on them.
All right, let's go.
Can we do that?
These early races are quite good because there's so much to get into.
I don't think we've ever done that, have we?
I think we've still got a couple of hours, Mart.
I know that.
Where you need to be. So,
afternoon, fellas. What a shame it is to lose a great program. Wishing to all the champions at their best forward, and I hope we can listen to you guys again. I'll miss hearing the words Eastern States Pro Money and hearing about their algorithms and markets merging when Brad butchers one early. Go well, lads. That is from Liam in Averley.
The butcher.
Oh, that's two
Good
now.
luck to the butcher too.
Not a good start of the day, Brad.
They never talk about the 9 you get right, Brad.
No.
Exactly.
Never mention those.
No, apparently
not
no.
I.
Yeah, 90% is not good enough.
No.
It's great to have the Kelly gang back together. Love the great vibe and banter over the years. As long back to the days when Big Wes renamed it Unhinged. Have enjoyed every minute. Cheers, boys. Baker from Brunswick. Good on you, Baker. Drummond Golf Handicap. It's over the 1,400 metres. And Fast Harry. 480 to 275, just off the top.
Whoops.
Soldanel, 460. Cavallo Red, 19. Invincible Power, 16. Harbin, 61. He Will Do Us is 16, Pure Obsession 31, Show Lass 13, Spec, Bondi Bay 34, Rainline Spec to 13, Astro World 750 to 550 after you open it up at 420. Ideally 13 to 14, Land of Fire 151 and No Peer is 81.
Fast Harry early is 600 at the 480, 600 Soldanell at the 440. Pure Obsession, 300 at the $23. The Fast Harry money's come. Oh, yeah, there's 400 there at the 440. 500 and then at the 270, 500 at the 275, etc. Invincible Power, 300 there at the $16. Astro World, 300 at the 550. It's actually a nice betting race. A bit of money there, Show Lass as well, as it drifted out too.
Thought Show Lass could spear across and possibly lead. Invincible Power kicks up from 1. What are your thoughts? Also Pure Obsession from 4, but Show Lass my leader.
Concur.
I see the only lead.
Only leader in the race.
With you a bit.
And I think with the senior rider on, this horse seems to be a bit of a handful to ride. It just seems to be a little bit erratic, and I think this is a good move, getting the senior on, Chloe, as a party. Drawn 10, I don't think the barrier really greatly worries me. This horse has got so much natural speed. I think it'll jump and run. I think it'll lead, and I think it'll do it on its ear on the leading side of it.
Agree.
And I can't see it copping too much pressure. Fast Harry, obviously you put it out at almost each way odds for a horse with an excellent record off its draw. Is that what you were thinking, more mapping than anything else? So 5 starts, 3 wins, a second and a third, and all of a sudden we're getting each way? Among
other things, also it's the way I see it, it's going to be in a similar spot to Soldanell, who I think's got a superior turn of foot.
Yep.
I haven't quite been as impressed as others have with what Fast Harry's done this preparation. That could be wrong because, we all are quite often. But 275 for mine is, I don't know what a point is below rock bottom, but it's there.
Yep. Okay. And also in the race itself, there's I found a race with very few chances. Ideally, he's going to get back. Fast Harry should be getting back. I think Invincible Power will get a lovely run, could get right up behind Show Lass here. And if it box seats and gets back to its best form, third up, it's every chance in this race. It's had to go back on its last run. It was a good run still behind the Calabrese. He went right back to near last and finished off the race extremely well. I just think drawing the rails, third up, following, which will be a leader, and a horse that can drift off on the corner. I can see this getting a very good run, almost like a free cutaway on a Saturday. So I think it's the danger, and I think they're the two I'd be backing. What are we getting? $13 Show Lass, and we're getting, $17 the other one?
Yeah.
So there you go. They're the two. I think it's a good race of value.
I like it.
Yeah, we're going out on the bang. I think this is the best each-way bet of the whole day, Invincible Power. This is the perfect setup for this horse. Third up. Sits on the back of the leader. Show Lass will get across, find the front. Invincible Power showed that tactical speed first run back that he can certainly hold up. Leader's back
settles.
from barrier 1. He settles.
Yep.
Drew the widest gate last start, dropped out, had to check off heels on straightening. Love the way that he attacked the line. Clearly needed the run first up, but just with that setup on the back of a leader that can roll off the fence as well, if Holly can hold that spot, it should just open up this beautiful path for him to get into his work up along the inside, out to 1,400 metres, big tick, third run back. I think the $16 and the $4 a drum is the best each-way bet on the program, Invincible Power. Very keen.
So we're seeing it the same way, Mart. We've certainly seen the openings and we're seeing the map the same way.
Yeah, I agree. Invincible Power, I want a slightly better price, but I think we'll get it. I'll have something each way there for sure, because I agree with everything you gentlemen have said. I've had a little something early on Show Lass on the fact that it might lead and get away with genuine moiter. And I do want to talk about, Soldanell seems a nice price for those that are happy to keep chasing it, but Astro World was far better than what it reads. Last start, it was 3 wide, no cover. It got chopped out just when it was getting warm. It got going again. It might be the one that comes handy and settles in a 1-1 type position.
Well, CJP have had the choice.
It can run a huge race. Yeah, I'm not sure.
They've had a few. The team have had a few funny, I guess, jockey appointments in recent weeks where you sort of think they've had a couple in the race. You go one, you think, if I was CJP, they would have chose the other one.
Yeah, me too.
But I agree with Brad. The one I'm chopping out on in the race is Astro World. I'm following up from last start. Complete Forgive. Love the first up win. The form has absolutely been franked as well. Golden Door and Sometime Lucky, both dominant, all really good wins yesterday to frank it, and now gets the senior in Brad Farnham. So Invincible Power, terrific bet at the price, and chopping out Astro World as well.
Almost 4 o'clock. Time to head down to Bunbury now. Catch up with Dan Pearce, who was already... Did that horse win God's Grin?
No,
it didn't. No, it was Dash Clear. Dan joins us. How are you, Dan?
Yeah, good, guys. How are you?
Yeah, very well. I know you're busy. Thanks for giving us your time.
Thanks, Dan, for joining us on the program this afternoon. Can you tell us a bit about Lady Boss and how she's settled in to her new surroundings, attacking that opening race on day one of the Pinnacles? And she brings some pretty impressive form to the table from Sydney as well.
Yeah, she's actually a horse that Neville Duncan bred, and they sold to the Kira Ma team, and yeah, she's found her way back here. They bought her online and bought her back, but her form's consistent in Sydney, and it's probably the weaker race that she's going to have found for a while.
Are you happy with her trial leading in?
Yeah, trial was great. Her work's been good. I think she'll probably continue to improve as she steps out through the distances. But I thought she was tough through the line in that trial, considering she probably did a bit of work in the run. Yeah, she managed to still win the trial.
Rainline goes around in race 2 on the program. Austin Gallardi jumps on board. You would have been happy, albeit maybe a touch disappointed with her run, despite the fact she didn't get the job done there last start.
Yeah, she's been going well. Consistent sort of preparation for her. She's no star, but she'll win her share of races moving forward. Probably a concern that Clint and Willie have both been riding her and have opted for other rides. But yeah, look, her preparation's been consistent. And her work's been great between runs, so I'm sure she'll run a consistent race there again on Saturday.
And Sinful Living is back. Off 119 days, no trial. What's been going on there?
Yeah, she just we just elected not to trial her. We were going to go first up 2 weeks ago, but she, for some reason, she decided to have one lame day in the past 6 months. So and that was on race day. So so we took her out there, but her work's been great. She's actually, funnily enough, for a sprinter, she's never won first up, which is probably unusual for her sort of style of horse. But she probably finds herself in a bit of a tricky spot now, whereas she's obviously carrying a fair bit of weight there on Saturday for a little filly, but then she doesn't quite measure up at the stakes level. So she's in that little in between. She obviously ran third in stakes race that was transferred to Pinjarra, 1,000-metre race last preparation, which was probably a career PB for her. But yeah, she's just probably going to struggle to find her spot for a little bit there. But there's nothing wrong with how the horse is going. She's certainly going really well.
And Accurate Mansfield, great to have him back in the West. He's a speed machine. He's a beauty. He's got a big following here. 1,100 metres is the concern for a lot of the punters, seeing that he's won every one of his races over 1,000. How's he coming back and how's he shaping after that? I thought was a very good trial there the other day.
Yeah, he trialled super. He's back in really good order. Come back a little bit fat, and then we had a little setback about 6 weeks ago, which meant he just didn't come up quite in time for that 1,000-metre stakes race 2 weeks ago. So he's missed that, and then you end up in a spot where you go, well, what do we do with him now, kind of thing. So we're there at 1,100. Look, I'm sure he'll jump and he'll run and he'll skip away. But yeah, look, he's probably like a summer scorcher sort of race. I think he'll find his race. But whether first up over 11 is going to be ideal for him, I'm not sure. But yeah, look, he went amiss. Like when he went over to, we actually left him in Victoria to to be trained by the Hazers, and it was just sort of a bit much for us going backwards and forwards with him, and left him over there. And his first run for them, you went, oh shit, they're going to make us look silly here when he won. And but yeah, look, he's got his tricks and his quirks as well as it sort of panned out. But he sort of started being a little bit naughty in the barriers and had a few little issues there. So we sort of pulled some of that gear off that they had on him, and he was really well behaved at trials and jumped clean and run him along. So yeah, look, he hasn't lost any of his speed, that's for sure.
Does look to be a good race to target him at the Summer Scorcher on Perth Cup Day. In the Jungle Miss Classic, Madame Magic Your Soul representative, draw nice and soft. Can she run a cheeky, Dan? Because I thought her recent trial behind the stablemate we just spoke of in Acro Manchler was outstanding.
Yeah, trial was great, and it was the last start winner at the mile. So she'll improve as she steps out in distance. But yeah, look, she's a beautiful mare, and with a solid pedigree. She's stakes place now as well. So yeah, hopefully we can through this line of mares races we can build on that stakes pedigree for her, and I'm sure she's got a big future post racing.
And in the WA Champion fillies, you must be excited. Barrier 2, you get back to set weights. It ticks a lot of boxes here for Talk & Co.
Yeah, so she's obviously the 3 kilo swing on the horse that beat her last start, and then we've drawn soft and it's drawn wide. Is probably hopefully going to be enough to turn the tables. Thought the third horse in that race was quite good as well, the Oakland Park horse. But yeah, look, we certainly couldn't be happier with our girl. I think the soft draw will make sure the 1,600 metres isn't an issue for her. And yeah, look, the way she found the line over 14, we're really looking forward to seeing it.
And a little bit later on the program as well, final race, we see Sherpa Express taking on the penultimate, I should say, the Placid Arc Stakes, who is the only horse in the field, Dan, attacking that race first up. Trialled really nicely leading into his return run. Can he run a race, despite the fact that he has drawn a little bit awkwardly?
Oh, look, he's got a massive motor. His work's been outstanding and his trial was enormous. He was actually meant to run on Wednesday, and we pulled him out of Wednesday to accept in the Saturday race. We sort of refreshing our phones all day, hoping he got a run, and then driving Dale Verhagen mad to get Willie on, and it all fell into place until the barrier draw. So that was obviously very disappointing, because if we drew a soft gate, we'd be going there thinking we were a real chance. So yeah, look, what he can do from the outside barrier and what Willie, how Willie thinks is the best way to ride him, we'll have that discussion before Saturday. But yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with the horse. The horse is a serious horse in our opinion. But yeah, obviously need a fair bit of luck from that barrier.
And the team must be just so excited getting into the Pinnacles now. The next 5 weeks, you've got some big prize money. It's on our doorstep, and you've got a wonderful team of horses aimed here, there and everywhere. What can we look forward to over the next couple of weeks? Who do you think is going to be the stable star?
Well, I'm looking forward to Rockfest, Dan. How about that return?
Yeah, look, he was great. Obviously, coming off the back of those couple of wins over the winter, and you've got to think to yourself, we've been thinking, geez, this horse has got a motor, and but then you hear the winter form's got to step up, and yeah, it certainly did in the Faritha. So yeah, look, he's well, you're in a good spot when you've got the last year's champion 2-year-old and in Talk & Co, and we're saying, well, he's what we're looking forward to most. But yeah, look, the pair of them are both extremely exciting, and hopefully we can pick off a big one.
Brilliant, Dan. I know you're busy. What about the one later on today at Bunbury? Any hope?
Yeah, he's hope. He's hard to catch. If you only got 20, you probably save it for a 6-pack. But yeah, he needs a lot to go his way to win under influence. But he just because he's get back, and he's such a tempo-related sort of horse. But yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with how he's going. He's going well. But yeah, that's
there's no shortage.
6-pack will still taste good.
There's no shortage of tempo in that race.
Yeah, that's it. So, but he sort of needs that. He needs that middle tempo, I reckon. Like not the, if they really stretch along, he ends up 20 lengths off him chasing. He sort of needs that, not too fast, not too slow, and he can really rattle late. But yeah, he's a hard one to catch.
All the best. Always, I know our listeners always love hearing from you, Dan, and all the best with the big girl on Saturday. Let's hope she gets that champion fillies in the bag.
Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
Thanks, Dan.
Dan Pearce, absolute ripper.
Aren't they flying, the boys? Absolutely flying.
I take exception to that. They're not flying. They've been at this level for over 2 years now.
But they've got so many in their arsenal.
And they're continuing
and
to
they're all
build.
at the top level. Yeah, and they're all at the top level. They are. No, they're in for a big summer, mate. They're going to have a very, very big Pinnacles, in my opinion.
He can get a bit mischievous. That's all. You've got to be careful with him. Russell, I said to him at lunch.
I reckon he is. What, you don't think he is? You don't think the boys are going to
I think they're at a level where they've been... when you say they're flying, it gives you the idea that they've all of a sudden become airborne.
No.
They've been up there, mate. They've been where have you been for the last couple of years?
No, but this Pinnacles, they've got more genuine chances across all of the big races, over all the black type races, than ever before.
You're splitting atoms.
They're flying.
Mate. Just relax a bit.
They're flying.
You blokes should have your own podcast once we're done here.
Well, you come in and out. Stay on, mate. Stay. Why do you do that?
You're a bit frisky. You're just a little bit frisky today,
He's very
Mark.
jumpy. No, it's an emotional day.
I've got an hour and 50 to get to the Clazy. That's why I'm getting it.
The Clazy.
It's an emotional
Well, if you keep
day.
booking Rylie and Colette on the same show, what do you expect to happen?
Can't we go to 7?
What about the PKF Perth handicap? It's over the 1800. That time-honoured distance where barriers mean so much. One Blazing Emerald is 16 into 11. Cosmic Chaos is 51. I'm Crafty 17. Changing Guard 26. I'm Napodius 20. Magna's Choice. Now, we spoke to Trevor yesterday. 13 into 6. Second up, jumping up from 12 to 1800. Audio Boy 13. Romeo's 16. Major Mario is 12. Summer's Legacy is 420 back. Truvinsky 81, Dandy's Gem in from 21 to 13, Extreme Love is 20, Miss Verve at 16, Mississippi Dawn is 9, Opal Tango at $26.
Mart,
Yeah.
you have a text message,
Do I?
and so does everybody else in WA, and it may have come from someone whose name sounds like Pitch Mateman. Anyway, Extreme Love, a couple hundred each way at the 23, couple hundred each way at the 23, couple of hundred each way at the 23, another 100 each way there at the 23, another 200 places there at the $5. Miss Verve, couple of hundred at the $11, world champion. You can go again. Opal Tango, 300 at the $26 if you don't mind. Magnus Choice, a couple of hundred there at the $12. Dandy's Gem, a couple of hundred at the 13, a couple of hundred at the 21 at the bigger price there. Major Mario, a bit of money as well. So Summer's Legacy, he's just battling to find a friend at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I know the feeling.
Yep, we all do.
Can even AI do the speed map for this one, Mo?
Oh, I think Dandy's Gem leads. Dandy's Gem will lead this Barry 3.
I agree.
Yep.
Is that where it ends? And then the rest of it's just Lionel?
I think, yeah, a little bit. Blazing Emerald, maybe. But then sort of that. See, 18, anything can happen over that first bend, as you know. You've ridden in a lot of races.
Well,
you look like you've ridden in a few over the years.
touch hurtful, Mark. Lost a bit of weight, but, you know.
I think you're looking good.
Yeah, I'm just prepping for my side hustle because I get a gig at Christmas helping Santa out, giving out gifts and stuff.
in the little green uniform.
The big floppy ears. And
Very good.
Come on, we got this race coming up. The way you guys go, this is going to take 10 minutes. We'll have Darren, can you get him to hold the race, mate? We need an extra 5.
You know, you guys can... You can run with this.
Just muzzle them.
It's impossible.
Just turn their mics off. Turn the microphone off.
Okay, come on, let's launch.
Take it away, Rusty, because I had absolutely no idea here.
Yeah, okay, it's a difficult race to line up, in my opinion, as well. There's a lot of different form lines coming in. I've ended up on a horse I drawn 12 Meet Summers Legacy, a couple of kilos better. I'm crafty here. I've got a funny feeling this horse is going to slot into a 3-wide run and going to get a pretty good transit throughout. Summer's Legacy drawn wide. Everywhere you sort of go here, there's a plus and then there's a minus. Whenever you start saying, this is a good chance, and then you look at it and it's drawn too wide and it maps tough. I found it a very difficult race. I'm just going to have something on. I'm crafty. I know he's a class galloper. I think he'll get a good run, and I'm going that way each way, but only a token bet.
The two that look big prices for me, Blazing Emerald, I think she looks just about ready to win, and her and the leader, Dandy's Gem, could just about control this race between them. And Major Mario looks a big price at double figures as well with the run that he's going to get. No superstar, but you know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, a bit of alignment. Small bets, Major Mario, I'm crafty, and Romeo.
Meg's choice is intriguing, isn't it?
So
for
we've all
Trevor.
ended up the same way again.
12 to 18, and he said he's just going to give it the suck ping rung down on the fence, but he thinks just late, Brad. It might just be vulnerable late.
Into $6.
He's right.
It just seems to be the formula for these 1800-metre races. Those horses drawn low that can just cuddle up in behind them and do no work in the run, and then find a gap late.
Jay Miller threw this out earlier on. Neep Tide, 190 out to 290. It's got a decent drift. Guns away, 6 into 3 for Lactar in form. Lakeview Lightning, 15 into 7. Authoritative is a 6 into the future, out to 850. We're heading across or down to Bunbury for race 5. The Richard Nixon Electrical Handicap over the 2,000 metres.
Morning, 'cause you didn't go to bed. You were watching the whites of your eyes turn red. The calendar on your wall is ticking. The days off you've been reading.
You've had a few of those mornings, haven't you? McGinnity?
No, I haven't. That's a terrible song.
Is it? That's
it.
No.
Good on you.
Legends.
Misread.
How you going?
Come on, settle
Give
down.
yourselves an uppercut.
The Rosemary would be fantastic.
No, each of you uppercut yourselves right
it's
now.
a great song.
That's putrid.
Mute him.
The Bisley Workwear Handicap, race 4, is over the mile. But before we get to that, we've got to get to this.
Welcome to Straight Up. To have your say, send in a text on 0427 789 571. The best texter on today's show will win a $100 voucher to be redeemed at the magnificent Mundaring Hotel, the heart of the hills since 1899. Go to mundaringhotel.com.au.
What about the piano? Are they going to sell that in the corner here with that bloke playing it?
I think it stays.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does a very good job.
Straight Up farewell tour been going longer than Johnny Farnham. Good. Gonna miss you, lads. That's beautiful use of the English language there from you, whoever it is. Fine, sir.
Johnny Farnham.
Johnny Farnham.
What a beauty he was.
Happy to use all my good words from last week again. Boys, you'll be sorely missed and leave a big hole in my morning in Arvo. Officially gutted, and knowing that I've sent countless brilliant texts on a Thursday for the past 12 months for no luck with a $100 voucher, the time is now handed over. Greg L. See, old Butcher's going to be a little bit surprised when about 8 of my family members all turn up there together just with that voucher. I haven't given one away for 2 months. Marty.
Brad sure hasn't paid for lunch in 2 weeks.
Love your work, boys. Marty, you're a legend. Thank you. Rylie, you're bigger legend. TABradio won't be the same next week and beyond. Cheers. Benny at Bunbury's, he's infatuated with you, Riles.
He's a good man, Benny. He's a good man.
No relation.
Marty definitely going out with a bang, ha. Right, let's get into it. Race 4, Bisley Workwear Handicap, 1601. Profit and Power is $16. 2, Stormageddon, 850, 11 into 950. Trio, 26.31. B Bardo, $9. Asphalt, 3.30. Benji's 51. Odanaka, 18. Royal Toronado, 23 to 17. Von Charles, 340, 330. Keep Attacking's 51. Forever Boy, wow, 15 into 750. And a Grand Reserve's 34.
A bit of early money there, Forever Boy, 150 each way at the $14, but that's another 150 Windsor at the $15. Well punted. Asphalt, 1,000 at the 320. Profit and Power, 250 each way at the $16. Punning Lock, B-Bardo, 300 at the $9. Odanaka, a couple of hundred at the $16. Asphalt, 400 at the 310. Keep attacking, a little bit each way there. That's about it, Ross.
Maps, platinum package, silver package, bronze package.
Oh, here we go.
Any package.
We've got a clear leader here, Profit and Power. Benji's probably kicking up from one, but no, Profit and Power leads. And I've got one here.
We'll take your idea.
Asphalt just roll across to sit outside the lead in the run.
And Grand Reserve kicking up behind him?
Yeah, he just keeps raising the bar. Asphalt, whichever tickles your own respective pickle. He's not winning by big margins or posting ridiculous figures in doing so, but he just keeps getting the job done like a good horse does. He's been toughing out those wins incredibly well, but I don't know, it's harder to tough out the wins like he's been winning once you start to step up in distance, and you have to continue to do it over that extra ground, which is what's facing him on the weekend out to the 1,600 metres. I'm expecting without a great deal of genuine speed in the race outside of Profit and Power, Brad Parnham will be positive with him to roll forward and just sit outside the speed and take any bad luck out of the occasion. I think he's probably your most likely winner of the race, but I'm just not going to be sucked into him to go 3 on the bounce this preparation and put another win. I think this is a good test for him, a good acid test to see where he is really at and whether he can be contesting some of these better races that are in the pipeline for him come potentially even the autumn and the carnival in 12 months' time if they can keep him sound. So I've got massive respect for him. I do think he's your most likely winner, but he's not a bet for me at the moment. Funchal, another one that I've struggled to wrap my head around. Yet not a huge fan of the drop back to the 16.
Funchal.
There you go.
Well done, mate.
Very well done.
You're very good how you say that. Keep going.
I'm not a huge fan of the drop back to the 16, given I thought she was really just winding up late at the 1,800 metres last start, but you just know that Pike's going to have her in the right spot from that low draw in running, so it's not as much of a concern. I think she's very dangerous late with a split. But one that interests me is Forever Boy, who I think could run a race fresh, should have bolted in first up over 1,400 in a 66-plus last preparation with any sort of luck there. Should be forward enough first up at the mile. Really like both trials over the 1,450 metres. Looks progressive. His record suggests that he is a winner. Clint Johnston Porter opts to ride here over the stablemate as well. Drawn beautifully. It's one of the old, shout out to Wesley John, one of the old stayers runs, resuming that old adage. I think he's a pretty nice horse, Forever Boy, and if Asphalt has to do a bit more work than we might anticipate, or is perhaps starting to feel the effects of a good preparation to date late in the race. I think Forever Boy could be one that could be taking advantage of it late in the piece. So Forever Boy, the one I've got my eye on for an each-way speculative play here. Rusty, but very respecting of Asphalt.
Yeah, tricky race this. I'm with you, Riles. Bit concerned about Funchal coming back from the 18 to the mile. It's just the programming that's available to them. Ran a good race. I really did think it was going to win about the 300 metre mark last start, but just petered out the last little bit. But it was second up. It'll be third up. It'll be fitter. And probably the mile, it may suit it. Forever Boy's going well. I found one at a bit of odds here, though. I like Royal Tornado a bit at the weights and measures. I know it's drawn 14. I just think the horse will probably go back. It may get a nice cut into it, and it's actually one of those horses that can run on.
It's a Pike horse, isn't it?
Look, it has been so far. Well, B-Bardo's definitely a Pike horse. It's all 5 wins with Willie Pike, and Lucy's on. No, I think this horse, with the weight difference, it gets 4 kilos better here against Asphalt. It was beaten by less than a length in the race, the same race, and with any luck with cover, it's going to be 3 wide tramping. It's good value. It's $17, $18 available around the place. and a horse that doesn't really ever put in a bad run. It's always there and it's always trying.
Bradley? Yeah, like it. Open, I've got Asphalt on top, but not punting at current prices, but a cracking race to look at. The gentlemen all make perfect sense with what they're saying, but I'm going to do a bit of fence sitting.
Just know after making Fun Shell the best last start, it'll come back and bite me this start.
I did too. So I'm switching off and I'm going a bit wider.
Asphalt.
Fun Shell.
Mart?
You're very good head.
Anything from you?
I've got to stick with Fun Shell. Tomo's got to crack it sooner or later. He's been struggling to find a winner.
The Mauler would be with Fun Shell.
We got the Mauler's tips over there. You have Mauler Mitsubishi.
Yes. Would you like them?
We'd love them.
Okay, I'll get them out for you now. Mauler across Ascot. Race 1, and we'll get the prices up as we go here. Race 1, we've got Lady Boss.
Bosh. 380.
380. Fast Harry in race 2.
275.
Summer's Legacy in race 3.
420.
Asphalt in race 4.
330.
The Mauler likes Black Aura in race 5.
$3.10.
And his best bet of the day, Joker's Grin in race 6.
1.75.
Brave.
1.75.
He found it last start.
Yeah, he did. London's Image in the 7th.
$3.
Pure Excess in the 8th. There's a bit of value each way, $6.
$5 now.
Is it into 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Snitzer Latte in race 9. Bit of value. $4.
Well punted moving market.
Snitzer Latte.
Schnitzer Latte, $4.
Oh,
There
just
you go.
now guess the last.
And can anyone want to have a guess?
Could be.
But it's not his best bet. The best bet is Joker's.
And he's
found a bit of value in the last.
But
he's a little bit each way. Cosmic Crystal.
His double is Joker's in the Cosmic. That's his double.
There you go.
He'd BB wins.
Short but sweet, he said. There you go.
All right, let's go to race number 5, and that is, of course, for Mauler Mitsubishi out there in Morley. The Jess Parnham 40th birthday handicap, and a very happy birthday to Jess for Saturday, or whenever day it is. Over the 1,000 metres, one Sinful Living is $18, Pin Deep 31, Capri Omnia 61, Black Aura 310, Rocking Gem 21, Yeah Righto is 11 into 850, Brave Strike 51, Chirino $9, The Pick $9.50, Jazz Session 12 into 7, Lord Shiva 16 to 13, Valsacina is 61, Rolling Ruler 11 into 9, Bonnie Ladder 61, and Capitola halves its price. Sort of 51.26.
Yeah, the old long range, big price.
Yeah, Meerkat.
Sniping Meerkat.
Down the bottom.
The old log range.
They've been to...
love it.
They've been to the SAS, done a bit of training.
The sniper.
Anyway, local sharp money earlier, 1,000 Black Aura at the 320, another 400 at the 310, 400 at the $3. Yeah, righto. 350 places at the 350. Capitol, 150 each way at the 26. 250 wins at the 23, 250 wins at the 23. Prospectus Pick, 300 at the 950. Lord Shiva, 300 at the $13. More money there, Prospectus Pick, couple hundred at the 950. Rolling Ruler, a couple of hundred at the $9. Yeah, reasonable spread of money, leading to a large drift on Chirino.
Chirino, yeah. What do you call that? If your meerkat's the other way, what do you have? What term?
Reverse meerkat.
The reverse meerkat. Well, that's definitely a
what
reverse
is that called?
meerkat.
Is that the snail going back, the turtle's head going back into the shell, or the?
They've got another promo running that they've sort of run for a little bit lately, and it's up at Gerald, but it must have been a few years ago, Riles, because Lockie Taylor was doing post-race interviews in Geraldton back then.
No, he wasn't.
That was a long time ago for the Lockstar to travel up to Gero. You wouldn't. It's Batavia Sprint up there, sponsored by Geraldton Toyota on Sunday. But
he wouldn't have had hair under his arms doing those interviews.
He doesn't. Old Metro Taylor, he doesn't leave them.
No. He's like his dad. Jimmy's taught him well. Let's find the speed here, and there's plenty of it. There is a lot of it. Like Northbridge back in its day. Sinful Living, Pin Deep, They're all going forward. A bit of Lord Shiva from 4, aren't they? In some form. This lovely couple of Watson and Pateman, they're just winning York Cups for fun. And also I thought Rocking Gem could have a little something to say from barrier 3. So there's some good speed here.
Concur.
They will go like the clappers.
1,000 metres.
Every time we say that.
There's no speed. Yeah, look.
Two scratchings, one change of tactics.
Yeah. Greg L, 5 winners at least for Pikey on Saturday.
Yeah, look, I think on paper, the speed profile as it stands of the race should suit Black Aura once again. I've marked her favourite in the race. I've just got my reservations at the price. I'm not interested at the 310. I think this is a lot deeper than the 66 plus that she put away 2 starts ago. Then didn't really have any excuses for me last start. She went under at sub even money. Hanchy, who's a good horse but no superstar, peeled off her back and went straight past her in running as well. Blinker's first time. Oh, obviously you look at that gear change and you think maybe there's a bit left in the locker, but I'm just not sure she could be going any quicker than she has been. So not sure how much of a difference they will make, those blinkers. She's going super regardless. Winnable for her once again, but going to take her on at the price as favourite. I think there's a number of runners in this field that are at a very nice price to be getting involved if you like them. Righto, the Taxi's first up, no trial. He's a good horse. Should get the right run, camped behind the speed from that low draw. Posted a massive figure first up over the 1,000 metres, no trial, last preparation. A run that I think could easily be good enough to be winning this, and he's been targeted in betting. Chirino is out to a price that's going to make him a horse I'll be backing. Trialled like an absolute bomb behind Acro Mantula. Clearly they've had some issues with him over the journey, but he won a 3-year-old classic first up as a 3-year-old. We'll need some gaps late, but I think this looks the right setup for him. Brad tracking the back of a hot speed and just picking his way through if he finds that room to move. And I think it's a really good setup as well for Prospector's pick for a horse that can get a bit revvy and overdo things in running. I think he's best when he's fresh. He's trialled well. He should just get this lovely drop in behind the speed from a perfect barrier. Settle, given the speed engaged in the race, and I don't think he's going to have any excuses. I think he's over the odds at double figures, pending where you shop as well. So there's a number of runners, I think, in what's a pretty open race that you could make cases for here, boys.
Absolutely. It's a really good race. If I was Charlie Marino with Chirino, the first thing I'd do is leave the M-coloured silks at home, because his first 2 starts were amazing under Brett Pope's stable colours, with the Maltese Falcon and the Maltese Cross green and the yellow. I'd be going back to those colours. Blinkers on the first time, Black Aura. I don't know what they're going to do for Black Aura, but the horse is going very, very well. There's one here I like it at value. I like the type of horse it is, and he is the sort of trainer that can get a really good horse, and they lightly race him. It's a 4-year-old having start number 4. Big, strong type. This one, Rolling Ruler. Now, I know it's drawn 11. I know it'll be coming across and possibly could be sitting outside the lead, but it did it last start. And the last couple of 100 was very strong against last Stylebender. And I think that horse has got more wins in store for it. So I'm going Rolling Ruler at a decent price. What are we looking at there, Brad?
Yeah, about double figures.
Double figures. You know what you're going to get. It's only had the 3 starts. It goes forward. Don't worry about the barrier. It'll just sit forward and it tries. And it's very hard to find horses that try every start. This is one of those that does. And I think at that sort of value, $11, you're going to get a good run for your money. Others in with a chance. Prospector's pick, but no Pike. He seems to ride the horse extremely well. Jazz Session drawn awfully, but she's a ripper and she'll come across. Lord Shiva also. Great to see bar plates off there for the first time. So that could be good news there for Lord Shiva. And he did melt down a little bit in the yard first up. He was... I don't know if he was too excited to be there, but I'm sure he'll strip a lot better second time back.
Might have just been excited to see you, Rusty.
He did come over towards where I was, but he was sweating more than I was. I can assure you that, Rylie.
There'll be a few of us excited to be there on Saturday. There's no doubt about it. I like Rolling Ruler as a horse too. Just want a bit of a better price. one thing I love about this horse, I think with a strong tempo, settling midfield with cover might be even better. Like, it might be the best of the horse. Yeah.
Have both of you been out to see him or out the back?
I have not yet.
No.
Yeah, I saw him in the yard.
I saw him down at Bunbury on debut.
Yeah, very smart.
No, I know Bruce well. I can get him to organise a little get together if you want. If you want to.
Well, if he might a night out or something on the town.
Well, if he wins this, why not?
Why not?
Just rock up.
I might be there. There you go. No, he's a beauty.
You have always loved Bruce.
Yeah, always been a big Bruce fan. All right, Torino will get me at double figures off that trial. It will absolutely get me. And I'll have a little bit. I know the time wasn't great, but there was something about Rocking Gem's trial that got me.
Yeah.
You know, it just got me. So I'll have a little something Rocking Gem at a huge price because a very capable animal.
Got a good record Rocking Gem here too, doesn't it? It loves track and distance.
Yeah, I noticed that. When you're talking about gear changes you don't like and horses second up and all that thing, I'm a nose roll off man. As soon as I see that nose roll come off, I go, there's trouble. And when it comes off for the first time, you're in a bit of trouble.
Prospectors.
Can't win.
You're saying prospectors, no.
Have you noticed the owners, mate? Do you know who's in the ownership?
There's your declaration.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, yes.
I didn't realise it was
G. Morgan, R. Morgan. I'll have a look at this. Chalwell, Pinner, Warburton. Oh, my goodness.
It's a good time.
Bahagia, Ashok Parikh, Rossi Fitzgerald, been a fantastic sponsor.
Yeah, mate, it's a team of
it's a wonderful ownership group. What are you doing in there, Ross?
All the other blokes seem to be millionaires. How'd you get in there?
Oh, just
you're the groom for them all.
Snuck in the back door, Rusty.
15 away from 5 o'clock.
My specialty.
And race number 6, the Hostmasters Colonel Reef Stakes. What a race. Joker's Grin, 170, 180, back to 175. Spacewalk, 11 into 50. There won't be any doubt about Paddy getting up to ride this horse. He'll
be up.
Is he a bit crook?
No, he had a little spill at Bunbury.
Okay.
So taken off his last
He's tough. He's tough.
Don't know where you've been, Ross. Acromantula is 18. Oscar's Fortune is 420 into 320. So bit of backing there after opening up at 390. Boots Like Bruce, 201. Repossession, 11 into 8. Hanchie's 23. Oxbridge, 91. And Kraken Time, 31.23.
Oh, a couple of thousand. Oscar's Fortune at the 350. 800 earlier at the 390. 800 at the 320. 800 at the 340. Oscar's Fortune. Repossession. 650 each way at the 850. Early good money as well. Couple 250 each way there at the 750. 200 each way at the 8. 250 wins the 9. 250 wins the 8. Or repossession. Joker's Grin. 1,000 at the $1.75. 1,000 at the $1.70. Kraken Time, 800 places at the 340. Spacewalk, 400 wins at the $12. Have I read out every name in this race?
Just about.
Excellent.
Anything for Oxbridge?
No.
No, that's the only one you haven't mentioned.
A little bit. Bit Oxbridge.
There you go.
Little bit.
And Boots Like Bruce?
Yes.
There you go. You've named every one of them, yeah?
Backing Boots Like Bruce.
Very good.
Good betting race.
Yes, considering you've got the Joker in there.
Yeah.
Well, just received a text message that Pat Carberry is being assessed for concussion.
Oh.
And I'm not sure what the protocol is in comparison to what it is in footy.
24 hours?
No.
Racing.
I think we better.
I don't know.
I think they do get stood down.
So not confirmed yet, but
if he
he's
passes
being
the
assessed.
test, he's okay.
He's being assessed for concussion.
Yeah. So let's hope he passes the test for Paddy.
No, most definitely. Look, it's a bit of a messy map, isn't it? Oxbridge coming across. Acromantula, you would think from 4 will just attend to it.
Yeah.
And Oscar's sitting right behind him.
Oscar's, yeah.
Yep.
Oxbridge, nice fast horse too.
I'd let repossession. They're going to let repossession go one day too.
Just needs to jump. Just slipped out of the barriers, which he has shown a tendency to do last start.
All right, what do we got here before we go to Bunbury for the next? Is it just the Joker's Grin, Colonel Reeves, or is there another way around this?
For me it is.
I think he wins the race. I just don't think... I think if he is going to be vulnerable in a race, this preparation, it's if he's caught up behind some tiring slow ones at the back of the field here and a horse like Oscar's Fortune, who I thought was terrific, mind you, behind him last start, steals a march. in what is a race that doesn't look to have a great deal of tempo.
I'm not having a crack here, but how would he get caught behind him when he's 9? Barrier 9.
No, it's more just the fact that I think Acromantia will roll along. Oscar's Fortune will toe ball him and follow him into the straight, and he'll be back in the field, and he will have to make a wide run around them. And I think from here, once he gets into a winter bottom and then into a gold rush, he's going to find races where there's more pressure, it's better quality of opposition. They're the races that play into the strengths that he's got, as we know that he can still, overdo things and get a bit keen, which he showed in the run first up. I just think he's no value for me, is what I'm trying to say, at the $1.75. I thought he was value at $1.70. Marty, first up, that was a price I was happy to bet into. This time around, I'm not, and I'm being very respecting of the run of Oscar's Fortune. I think if he doesn't hand up to Snowdome in the run last start, he really stretches the neck of Joker's Grin in that finish. I still think he probably wins the race, but I thought it was a good return, and I'm being very respecting of Oscar's and how he's come back to WA, especially with the setup on the weekend. I think he might make him really earn this win on the weekend.
All right, I'm going to get Bernie on tomorrow. We'll have a chat about this.
Yeah, find out what's happening with Paddy. The two of them, Joker's Grin and Oscar's Fortune, both have had 7 starts at Ascot and never, ever run out of the money. The first up run from Joker's Grin was enormous. Oscar's Fortune meets him 2 kilos better here. 1100 is probably the only thing that is swaying me a little bit to say that I'm not labelling Joker's Grin. I really do. This horse has got the best 1100 metre record. Oscar's Fortune should have actually been 3 out of 4 at the 1100. It got nabbed one day in a bob where the bob should have gone the other way, in my opinion. These two, to me, stand out. I think Acromantia gives it the setup that they want. All his 9 wins have been at 1,000 metres, so you'd expect he'll be up and running, and probably Oscar's Fortune will be coming off his back, and I can just see Joker's Grin that just joining in like he did the other day.
Yep. That
was a big win. Yeah. You go back and watch that replay, every time you see it, it just gets bigger and bigger. I think he's bigger. I think he's stronger. I think he's come back better. And I think he's going to be the horse to beat, not just in this race, but going forward.
I think it's a good way of putting it. And Jared from Scarborough will be into me for my fence-sitting best here. But I think he wins the race, but I'm not going to label him in this race on the weekend, Joker's Grin.
Yeah, repossession, all 5 wins.
He's happy to label him.
Sorry?
He's the labeler.
Cool.
All repossession, all 5 wins at 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that 1,000 metre to the 1,100, that extra 100 metres is pivotal to a couple of the main fancies there, which then brings it back to those top 2 again. But it'll be a great race, regardless.
One here from RS Bell. He's saying the reverse meerkat's the badger. I don't mind that, because they do reverse back into the hole, don't they?
Very good. Very good, Rich. Like a bit of form too?
Yeah.
This is the time-honoured KFC start.
It is.
Starting point at Royal Bunbury.
I noticed you saw that.
Well, my second favourite, Colonel Reeves, my second favourite Colonel.
Yeah. Point Rocks is 440. Now, Worcester, as you heard Max say, it's a late scratching. Runaway Winston is 12. Scholler is 290. Monty Zuma is 850. Run for Robert 850. And Henry has spoken at $4.80 for the Swan Draft Handicap over the 1675 metres. Let's go to Darren.
Welcome to Straight Up. To have your say, send in a text on 0427 789 571. The best texter on today's show will win a $100 voucher to be redeemed at the magnificent Mundaring Hotel, the heart of the hills since 1899. Go to mundaringhotel.com.au.
Okay, change of text readers here.
Well, we've got the phone back, Mars. What would you blokes do without me?
Yep.
There have been about 4 or 5 text messages asking the question or stating that Bernie Miller will scratch Joker's Grin because Pat can't ride. I wouldn't think that would be the case.
No. I don't think so.
The horse has had this preparation completely planned from the outset, so it'll run on the weekend.
And it's pivotal to his program, isn't it?
Anyway, thankfully it's his choice, not ours.
Yeah. Good luck with it, Bernie.
I'd have Sean O'Donnell $1.50 to be the pickup rider.
Yeah, I'd have it probably $1.30.
Okay. Yoda of Busso, the great man, says, top show, boys. Thanks for the time and effort. Looking forward to the next chapter, wherever that lies. Jared from Scarborough. Well played, Morgs. You sat on the fence, which would normally make me label you, but clearly you'd done the HIA assessment via Zoom on Paddy and ruled him out. Well punted. Someone has said, has butted up after Benny from Bunbury has asked the question whether they'll scratch Joker's grin. He says they will 100% scratch him. No way. Couldn't see it happening. Couldn't see it happening. Cheers for the show, man. The Arvos have been sensational since the addition of Drive. SEN would have rocks in their head to not continue with you blokes on a Thursday afternoon. That's Jason from Swanview. Thank you very much, Jason. Rick from Rossmoyne. Marty.
What?
Of all the hosts on sports radio, you are the most diligent at reading out our text messages.
Really?
Thank you very much. I met you at the Broken Hill last year. You gave me a stubby holder, and I am raising it to you and the rest of the TABradio team right now, and it has a cold can in it. Rick from Rossmoyne.
Rick. He's been a wonderful texter over the journey.
He sure
he's
has.
been a beauty.
Good to have you, Rick. And Kevin from Mandurah, sorry to see the show go, boys. It's been a great appetite warm-up for weekend Perth racing and made me money through your knowledgeable comments. No doubt lost a bit as well over the journey. What will be dished up next week? It's up in the air still, Kevin.
All I'll say is tune in and listen to what it is. Give SEN and all the team there a go and then judge them on that. And you know, it'll be a case of a week or 2 weeks to get everything settled down and bedded down. And I know a few of our team are going across there to work. Good luck to them. And, all the best to the product coming out of SEN moving forward from next Monday.
Well said.
Let's get into the Tab Touch Placid Arc Stakes over the 1,200 metres. And what a horse he was, Russ. These two whippersnippers wouldn't remember
He
the red,
was
white
an
and blue.
absolute champion.
Daisy cutting action.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Castle Road 31, Barry McGrath at the Broken Hill. Do I Feel Lucky is 81. Country Goddess 31 and Twisted Steel 14 into 11 for our good mate Pete Sangalli. Baby Pearl 71, Fiery Sparks 101. Swingman for Bradley 51. Rostislav 23. Sherpa Express 17. Don't Declare is 31. Luana Miss 230 to 190, but there's no meerkat there. Snitzaladi's $4 after drifting from 340. Yes, Queen is 14. Loves Talking 91. Hard Solo 101, and Don't Wink at $23.
Well, Mart, the old China, you've said there's no meerkat there, but you can have that again, champion, because 2,000 at 215, 500 at 215, $2,200.95, 3,000 at even money, $2,000.90, 2,000 at $1.95, 400 at $1.90, 400 at $1.95, 500 at $1.95. Luana Miss. Roster 375 each way at the $20. Swingman 250 each way at the 50s. Twisted Steel a couple of hundred each way at the 11. The money's starting to accumulate there for Twisted Steel, but it's all about Luana Miss for Tricky.
Well punted, Pete. Well punted.
All about Luana Miss for Tricky.
Yeah, Castle Road spearing forward brings Do I Feel Lucky across with it. There's a bit of speed here, isn't there?
Yes.
Baby Pearl will want to be going forward.
Don't Wink.
Don't Wink.
Don't Wink. I said that.
Worry.
I think they'll try lead with Don't Wink.
Do I Feel Lucky?
No, I don't think so. Just on Sean Casey's comments on Drive a bit earlier this week, and that the horse didn't appreciate really being bustled along to hold a spot, and that they just let it settle where it's happy this time around. So
she should get a good run from there, though, according to Trevor. He's a bit of humour yesterday. Young Seb asked Trevor if he does his speed maps, and he said, have a look at the ownership group. He said, I've got more speed maps handed to me over the phone. Have a look at them.
Yeah,
Your man. I think Bradley Willison had more speed maps than anyone, wouldn't he?
Mate, very technical man, loves his science and loves his speed
And
maps.
his binoculars.
And he's
binoculars.
one of the best dressed out there.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them, both Trev and...
It's heads up,
put
heads
together,
down. I know
there's
we've had
nothing
this
in it.
conversation
Nothing in
before,
it.
but there's nothing in it.
Fashionistas.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave Houston will be looking at $1 million as well.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
This is a team and
he's
a
got
half.
no binoculars.
Yeah.
So what about this Placid Arc, Rusty?
The Placid Arc, it's a great version of it. Are we going to see a fillies trifecta? It hasn't happened very often in the Placid Arc. The Colts seem to be letting us down a little bit this season, and the fillies are clearly on top. Luana Miss
It's where you want them.
Enormous, yes, you do. Enormous last start. Just great run. And deserved favourite here. Snizzolate, excellent run in the Belgravia. 0.2 of a length off the Guinea's favourite, King of Light. Crossover noseband the first time. I do like, with our interview earlier that you lined up, Mart, we spoke to the Pierce boys, and wasn't he keen on Sherpa Express? He was saying all the right things that you want to hear a trainer say.
Correct.
Massive motor. The trial was excellent. We're happy to take this on first up. Willie Pike right in the trial and grabbed the ride. Barrier 14 might make it a little bit tricky, but gee, there was an air of confidence about the team there. Twisted Steel, much better last start. Melted down in the 3-year-old classic. Got going last time when sat much better. Hard draw. The map makes it hard there. Castle Road will be bowling along out in front. We'll make them chase. Good race, really good race. I'm ending up backing one and having a saver on the other. I'm backing Luana Miss even at the. I will get evens on the day. We'll be in the black. And Sherpa Express each way at that $18-19.
Take the lead. Yep.
Yeah, I think, unsurprisingly, Luana Miss, the one for me. I struggled to make a case for anything to beat her unless she encounters bad luck in running, which we know is an obvious possibility, but that's how you, I guess, frame a betting proposition or a price that you're happy to take. She should have won the 3-year-old classic fresh, plain and simple, and then just absolutely stomped up to them in that prelude. Didn't she?
Something to say, wasn't it?
And bolted in. She meets the boys from that race, better at the weights.
Yep.
This time around, she's drawn perfectly to sit midfield cover behind what looks a strong speed. I just think she wins.
And Donga might be riding high after the Joker's Grin ride. It could happen.
Yeah, and absolutely. I've got respect for Snizzolate. I think she's a really nice horse, but I just went back and watched that replay of the 3-year-old classic, and while she was held up in the straight, I just couldn't convince myself. Well, I convinced myself that Luana Miss was going straight past her regardless. Yeah. So,
I'm in the same way. Bradley?
Just one out wide to throw in, don't wink, as it continues to drift. It was a really nice return in the Belgravia. That form looks pretty good now and maps quite well to run a really handy race.
One I think that can run into the money at almost triple figure odds. Loves Talking with the right run. Can be hitting the line. Thought the return was very good.
RJ Peters Stakes over the 1,500 metres, and Aztec Ruler for Sean McGinnity 31, Zipper Ways 34, Cosmic Crusader. Wow, this has gone $1.80 after opening 175 into $1.60. Bon Joy is out to 7. Bruce is 41 from 51. Cold Shizzle 151. Demolish 51. La Valliere is 61. Love and War 950 into 8. Need a new rider there. Multinational 41 to 34. And Storyville 7 to 480.
It says NR next to Love and War. Does that mean Noel Rudland's riding it?
I'll be back.
Cosmic Crusader 1,000 at the $1.60. Storyville 800 places at the 205. 600 wins at the 480. Local sharp money early at the bigger price as well. 200 there at the $7. Another 200 at the 480. Plenty of money there. Storyville. Let's check Ruler. 750 wins at the 30s if you don't mind. 500 places at the 480. Love and War, a couple of hundred at the $8. So, looking at that, Bonjoy, it's the one that's going without any support at this stage.
Okay, plenty of, there's speed everywhere, and they're all Neville's, Multinational and Bruce. They want to go forward. Love and War will poke up, and you'd think of La Valliere, another one. Jason Brown on from Barrier 11 has to kick forward in this. So,
Cosmic
should just get a nice little run back. He doesn't have to be as close as he was last start, does he?
I think they'll just sum it up early, won't they?
Yep.
I'd love to see him just off the speed. But hang on,
tucked in behind them.
What am I talking? Sorry.
All No, we're asking the question.
Three experts in the joint on talk.
They've always said they would rather sit him in behind with something to chase. So I think they get a perfect opportunity here with Neville's too. Multinational Bruce Almighty going forward to just park riding behind the speed. No excuses for him on the weekend, Cosmic Crusader, but $1.60. Geez, I think it's
short enough.
The Asian bow didn't go to plan, but here's how I've looked at it, Rusty. If they'd gone 6 lengths above average, he was never able to get across, but he stuck on like that and just got run down late and got a bit tired over the concluding stages. I'd say no worries, huge run, deserves to be that price with those excuses here. But they've gone so moderately in that race. I just would have loved to justify how short he started. I just would have loved to have seen him really, explode top of the straight, at least put a length on Love and War and put in a few strides where you go, hang on a minute, here we go. He's going to burst away from them, which he didn't do. I still think he's probably your most likely winner of the race, but I just can't get him anywhere near that short at the $1.60. And I'm looking forward to seeing him, hopefully, ridden with a bit of cover and with something to chase on the weekend, which I think they get the perfect opportunity to. I thought Love and War was just as good, if not better, than him in that race and gets 2 kilos on him this time around. That price differential between the pair seems wrong, and she should have won this race 12 months ago. Perfect map for her as well. She's over the odds, I think, or value, more value than Cosmic Crusader in the market. And Storyville might be back off that run last start.
Yeah,
was absolutely trucking in behind them, and this race just gives a champion fillies sort of a vibe from a year ago. Rusty, Pike, fencing run, cuddled up. Perfect setup for this horse to put her best foot forward, but she's been very well found. Probably, to my surprise, the magnitude of the money or the move to the $4.80. I don't think there's much value there, but she can absolutely win this race. And Bonjoy hasn't put a foot wrong, but might just be a rung below the top line locals off her 2 runs back.
Summed it up perfectly, Rylie. This is D-Day, Saturday. If they want to make the railway, they've got to win this race with Cosmic Crusader or Love and War. Otherwise, they will find themselves without the points required to get in. Storyville already has a start as the WA Guineas winner, so it's ballot exempt, which is good. I really enjoyed the first 2 runs back from Bonjoy. I know it's on the drift, out to $7 now, drawn beautifully. Both runs are good, very good. And I think getting out to the 1,500 will only suit it. I think it's going to get better with racing. It's never really been a fresh horse, but it is a good horse. 21 starts, 11 wins. It'll only get better and better. I think it's the one. And they also are wanting to win this to make their way into the railway, because it's a big drop if they don't get there. What do we get, $1.5 million prize money, or then you're off to the Mares and Fillies series. So it's a bit of a big shift if they don't get there. So I'm happy to go Bonjoy. I think Bonjoy is going to get the right sit here. I think it maps perfectly just behind them. I don't know what's going to happen with the speed. I don't know what's going to happen with the Cosmic Crusader after last start. I know it was only beaten a very, very small margin, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It wasn't the sort of run I'd be expecting from a horse that you want to be going into a railway with in 2 starts. Storyville was huge. And the ears pricked. It was just looking for room. Great race. Really great way to finish the day. And well done, Perth Racing, again, for putting this race on as the sealer, that race 10 there for Saturday.
Great build-up.
Yeah.
Going to be a terrific build-up.
More than anything, it's the theatre that I'm looking forward to about that this race is going to provide, especially the theatre at 5:30 p.m.
After that 11:54 start.
When Mart's still there after seeing Joker's grin in the flesh as well.
Well, it's D-Day for him here as well.
Hey, now come on, let's get our best bets.
And for me, Bonjoy and Love and War both each way, I think. I just think Cosmic Crusader was probably entitled to beat Love and War by more than 0.3 of a length.
Yes.
And but that being said, it's interesting to see how he stands up on Saturday.
Be good to see who picks up the ride too with Petty Carberry.
Yep.
Going to be out.
All right.
Want me to bat away first?
Yeah, best bets.
Okay, best bets. Reconnaissance each way in the first. In race 2, 2-bet strategy. Show Lass and Invincible, both at big prices. Race 4, have a saver on Royal Tornado. Probably Funchal wins it, but if it gets beat, the other one could go very close at a big price. Rolling Ruler each way, Taropa each way, Talk and Co's the best bet of the day, and Bon Joy each way in the last. Plenty of value there for punters on the first day of the Pinnacles.
Day 1, Pinnacles, reconnaissance the result in the opener, saving Lady Boss. Race 2, Invincible Power, the best value bet on the program, or best each way, and I'll look to chop out Astro World as well. Race 7, London's Image and the Jungle Mist, my best on the program. Champion Fillies, Pure Excess, and having a small spec on Fine Star as well at the big odds. And race 9 in the Placid Arc Stakes, Luana Miss.
Art.
God, yes, I'm nearly there.
How's your hand?
Yeah.
Race
sore as always.
Race 5, Torino, the double figures with a little something each way, Rocking Gem. Race 7, a little something each way, Dracana at the $15 around the traps. Race 8, the Champion Fillies, Pure Excess at about the $6 mark. Will be getting me and a bit each way on both Bon Joy and Love and War in the last. The RJP Stakes, the Bob Mart.
Okay, that's it.
We're on the day, don't we?
That is it.
We do like it.
The nephew is ready to jump into the breach. Thank you, lads. It's been fantastic. Whole lot of fun with Straight Up. And let me say this to everyone who's been involved with the show over the trip. Going back to Wesley's days when it was unhinged, to Barbaro Butchers, great sponsors, also to Butch out there at the Mundaring, who's been outstanding. He's been unwavering in his support for the program.
Carambine TAB.
The Carambine TAB of
Big left armour, Brazer.
What's the other TAB that was on there for a bit? Richie Bell did the ads. Dianella TAB.
Absolutely.
They chimed in as well. And then all the younger people come in, like Rylie, yourself, McGinnity. You've been a bit of humour along the way. And, of course, Rusty Collette's been fantastic as well.
Fantastic job.
So that is it for Straight Up.
Mate. All the best punters. Go get some winners.
And enjoy yourself out at Ascot on Saturday.
Thanks, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed another stimulating episode of Straight Up. All betting markets supplied by TABtouch. All care, no responsibility went into the production of today's podcast.